What is shaking, Internet? Welcome back to A Dash of Salts, where you guys ask me Salts questions about my life and video games in general. This week is the last technical week of February of 2015, but we're going to go ahead and do one more week. So I will answer 5 questions today, and then next week I will answer 5 more questions, and then I will select a winner from the last 4 weeks, the entire month of February, for my show. If you're unfamiliar with how the format goes, basically, I want you guys to send in questions to a.dash.of.salts@gmail.com. Oh, that is a-of-salts with periods in between at gmail.com. Or you can leave comments in the comments section of this video, and I will pick those up next Monday and read them out again. I select about 5 questions a week, and at the end of the month, I take everybody who asked a question and who got an answer on the show, and I put them in a drawing, and whoever wins, one person takes away a $20 gift card of their choosing. That can be a $20 League of Legends RP card, $20 Battle.net card, $20 Steam Bucks, whatever I can get my hands on, with, depending on what region you're in. So, without further ado, let's jump into those questions. The questions for this week. First question comes from O Night Dreams. O Night Dreams asks, do you know about anime? If so, what is your favorite anime? So yes, I do know about anime. I did get into anime way back in the day when Dragon Ball Z was a big deal. I haven't kept up with, I'm not like an indie guy that goes and finds all the crazy animes out there, everything. I'm more of a mainstream kind of guy. I've watched quite a bit. I really liked Rurouni Kenshin. Sorry, something on my glasses. I really liked Rurouni Kenshin. That was one of my favorite animes for a long time. Obviously, I don't like how it turned into at the end. I'm more of a manga guy. I actually really like manga, so I like to read the comics and stuff like that. But as far as my favorite anime of all time, it's probably going to be Naruto. I haven't finished the series yet. I've been reading it. I haven't been watching the show. I think that the show is probably one of the better ones because the voiceovers on the show are very, very good. I think the English voice acting is actually very, very good on Naruto, which is not always the case. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, Naruto is definitely my favorite. I know it's pretty a commonplace answer because it's such a popular anime/manga, but yeah, it's definitely my favorite. Okay, next question. Next question comes from Alton Johnson. Alton Johnson asks, what is your favorite part of the new 6.1 patch coming out? Obviously, this 6.1 he's talking about is World of Warcraft, which I think comes out tomorrow, or I think it's tomorrow. Obviously, I haven't looked at every single thing that's in the 6.1 patch, but the big one is Blackrock Foundry, and that kind of is the stickler for me. That's the thing that I'm really excited about. That's the thing that's hopefully going to get me some new content on the channel. Not that I still have old content that I still need to do, but either way. Yeah, I'm going to be getting some raid guides out very soon when the Blackrock Foundry comes out. I haven't gotten into it just yet. Either way, yeah, so that's the big thing for me, and that's definitely my favorite part about the new patch. So there you go. Easy question, easy answer. Next question comes from Sherlo. Sherlo asks, what type of music are you into? So, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I am very, very well versed in many types of music. Back in college, I was awesome. I had the best playlists, and I still talk about it because it was awesome. Either way, let's see. What type of music am I into? I'm into all kinds of different things. When I listen to the radio, I listen to a very mixed variety, everything from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and even 2010s. Is that what you call them? 2010s? I don't know what this decade's called. The 10s? Either way. Yeah, I listen to pretty much everything. The only thing that I'm not really into is pretty much rap. There are some really good rap songs. I think I'll just turn that question into my favorite question. Not what is my favorite song, because I have a couple of those, but what is my favorite rap song? Because I don't think there's a lot of really good rap out there. But one of my favorite rap songs is Chamillionaire's My Money Gets Jealous. My Money Gets Jealous by Chamillionaire featuring Paul Wall. That is a fantastic rap. I love it so much. It is hilarious. Oh, it's good stuff. You should go check it out. Paul Wall, or actually, it's Chamillionaire featuring Paul Wall. What is it called? My Money Gets Jealous. I think it's Houston rap kind of stuff. But good stuff. So I'm really into all kinds of music. I'm a big fan of everything from classical to, I don't know, classic rock to crazy death metal punk stuff. I don't know. I'll tell you this. My favorite bands are Green Day, pretty mainstream, but they still have amazing songs. let's see, what Green Day is one of them. Incubus, because I think that they should have some very dynamic, very unique sounding songs. And my last favorite band is System of a Down. So there you go. That's a totally different direction. I love System of a Down because of. I'll get into that if anyone wants to ask. But either way, that's great. Next question. Next question comes from David Pagiella. David Pagiella asks, what do you think about Blackrock Foundry and the encounters in it? So I haven't gotten to experience Blackrock Foundry yet. I haven't gotten to play it just yet. But I have watched a couple of videos and just checked a couple things out. I'm kind of on the fence. I think that there's some really, really cool mechanics in there. I think the one boss that really kind of stood out to me as, oh, this one looks really cool, is the conveyor boss that looks like you have to move around all the time. I'm not sure what you have to do in it. So, I mean, I still have to look up strategies and tactics and all that stuff. But that boss looks really cool, and I think that boss, hopefully there's even more crazy bosses than that. Because I think Heimal was a very good raid. I think there's a lot of good things in it. There's a lot of cool mechanics in there, but there's nothing that kind of that stands out as like, oh, that's a cool mechanic we haven't seen before. We haven't really done that in a long time or anything like that, because it's more just like, oh, there's big bosses, okay, kill them. There are a lot of them are like, oh, here's some ads, that's cool. Here's some fire not to stand in, that's cool. But the conveyor was like, oh, it changes the environment kind of thing. And I know Brackenspore had that a little bit, with the invading stuff, and there were some things in there, but I think that's really cool that it moves your character and you have to move around it. But yeah, so that one definitely stood out to me as a really cool one. I think that I have to play them before I can really dive in and say, okay, that was a really cool raid or anything like that. So I'm not going to go into detail on saying what do I think of the entire raid, or is it going to be a great raid. But I think the encounters are going in the right direction. I'd like to see some more of that kind of stuff. Okay, so jumping to the last question. The last question for the week is from Andrew again. Andrew asks, what is your favorite support to play? I know a lot of these questions are actually from other people. So people come back and always ask questions, and I always love the repeat people. I have no idea why Andrew's name sticks out. I think it's just very plain, so I always see Andrew, and I'm like, hey, I remember that name. I think every single other person on here has sent a question in before. I could be wrong. But either way, Andrew asks, what is your favorite support to play in League of Legends? So I play a lot of supports in League of Legends. If you look at my ranked games, I think Thresh is my most played support. I think he's just really good in general. He has the good hooks. He's pretty good late game tank, all that kind of stuff. He can do the picks and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't really know if there's a favorite support. I really like to play. Let's see, the supports that I play. I really like Leona. I really like Thresh. I really like Blitzcrank. I sometimes like Sona. She doesn't get counterpicked and all that good stuff. I think Sona's kind of fun. Lulu's a support that I don't play very often, but I really, really enjoy how she plays. Like, she can be pretty crazy. Janna sometimes she's cool. I own Braum. I've never really played Braum. I bought him, I played a game or two, and I haven't ever gone back to him, unfortunately. I think Braum could be pretty cool. I think he could be fun. I'm trying to think of any, like, crazy, weird support picks that I pick up that I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm playing this one. No, I really don't think of any. I can't think of any. So I'll just stick with those. Like I said, I think Thresh and Leona are probably my top two. I think I like Leona because her ult is really, really good when people are badly positioned. And at my elo down in Silver, people don't position well ever. So it's pretty easy. Pretty simple just to play Leona. And she's super duper tanky. She has great base stats and everything like that. So I just like Leona. I also like her style. I've always liked her design from the very get-go. I can't remember. Does she still have the high heel boots that she had in the original design, or did they just like cut those off in the picture and they were like, oh yeah, she doesn't have those anymore, even though she totally does. Oh, either way. So yeah, let's just go ahead and end there. I'm really I'm out of questions for this week, so please, if you have questions, remember next week I will be selecting a winner and I will be giving out that $20 gift card. So if you want to enter, please send a question to a.dash.of.salts@gmail.com. That's a-of-salts with periods in between @gmail.com, or leave a question in the comments below. I'll pick 5, and I'll see you next Monday. Please like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and, as always, you keep it salty, Internet.